Welcome back to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex coming to you straight from the heart where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. We're happy to have you on here as always, and here serving a slice of everyday life is what RDDC is all about. For any show requests, feedback, or anything under the sun, check us out always, well at least for now, at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. That's yandex.com, and as well as realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. You can find out wonderful insights, our links, any disclaimers, music rights, and so much on the links at the bottom of that blogspot. It's going to be transitioning into a .com, as well as links to our books and so many insights through all the pages and more. It's going to be filled up with wonderful goodies for you, even more than it is already. It's just awesome, okay? And we wanted to have that as a home base, and you can check us out on our many other platforms as well as TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, Spreaker, Spreaker.com. We also have iHeartRadio, iTunes, SoundCloud. You can check out the links as well and different descriptions for one of our other uploading platforms and different other things under the sun. I'm freehanding this mic, please. I hope it doesn't bother you. And we have wonderful things being done as well. So giveaways, vacations, and so much more. But as always, I want to just dive right into the dosing and the doses of all this and get us going. So this is going to be a wonderful, wonderful segment because that's what we wonderfully, wonderfully are. Now, this is from one of the many inquiries we get to from our yandex.com. And this is from one of our wonderful familians, Tracy. Tracy L. is giving us a shout out from Ashton, North Carolina. And she had, and I'm sorry if this is going up and down. I see the frequencies from afar. Anthony's telling me to bring the mic closer, further. I don't know. It's not scripted. So neither should the volume be. Do you agree? Yes, I do. But this is called, based on a lot of references and a lot of questions we had from the wonderful things that are going on with having the understanding of the questions that were asked. I mean, collaboratively as a whole, until some of the YouTube conversations kind of get added into this as well. This is called hashtag title versus positions. Oh, yes. Did you feel that? Did you feel the energy coming from that? Yeah. So Tracy, thank you for the inspiration to have that going on. And we're going to try to sum it up to you just like we do in a lovely package, and all the familians out there who had kind of a similar question to that, basing off of every stem of life, spirit, mind, emotional, heart elevations of what we do, enlightenment, even if it's for that clarity, for that second, and just up level the clarity that you are already on. So this is what we're going to say. Thank you, Tracy L. from Ashton, North Carolina. I will be out there soon, and hopefully we can hook up and maybe have some lunch or breakfast with you and have a little group session. You never know, just stimulating our minds and talking. So, hashtag titles versus positions. Now, Tracy's question is very valid, along with Mark's, so many others that have wrote in to a lot of people just like to go straight into our emails, and that's wonderful. It's more direct response as well. Some will come to us on Instagram with questions. Some will come to us in private messages on Messenger, on Facebook, and I'm soon to be more on YouTube. Who knows? But I'm just wondering, how can we approach this? Now, this is where I broke it down. Tracy's question overall sums up, hey, Lex and RDDC team, I have a problem when it comes down to everything that seems to be playing out in my life, she says. It comes down to what title am I to play or have, when I'm playing all the other positions. This references to my significant other when it comes down to being his girlfriend, one week his fiance, next week his nurse, and so forth. It references to her being more than she needs to be, from a mother figure to just being a person that's sitting on the sidelines. And it comes down to her work life as well, on her being paid for one role, but basically being responsible for 100. So let's break that down. You kind of broke it down yourself. Well, here's the take on it from the collectiveness of the spiritual essence that thrives through me. When you have a title of something, there's nothing wrong with overdoing yourself to give all that you have and all that you need. There's nothing wrong with being able to be that strong individual and saying, hey, and never do anything for form or fashion. Don't necessarily do it like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to help this person across the street so it makes me look good. okay, yeah, you're still helping that person, but it's not coming from a genuine place to where you can reap the benefits of it. They're reaping more benefits of it, and the spirit of everything that gives us life is seeing what kind of a beautiful being that they really, really, really have created, even more so. So I'm saying, when you're, let's say, for example, I don't know exactly what line of positioning you're in. I know you said something about a hospital or so forth, and you do some part-time serving or whatever at a restaurant near your area. Hey, power to you, being all those titles and positions. I know, a workaholic life, you got to do. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But Tracy and all the RDDC families, when you have a title of something, if someone says, look, you're going to be, for example, you're just the floor sweeper. Okay, stay in a floor sweeper's place. I'm going to pay you what a floor sweeper gets. Now, this is what person's saying it that's running the front office. Now, they don't mean it disrespectfully, but they're just letting you know, hey, this is your place and this is mine. This is what you were hired to do. This is what I'm hired to do. You got to remember, even though you're becoming the janitor, floor sweeper, window washer, and so forth, if it's something that you're doing because you enjoy it, okay, fine. But never overwork yourself to a point like I just had the hashtag the recharge segment right before this. Is just going over and beyond because it's something that you love to do. Now, obviously, that's enjoyable. And it does make you stand out when it's something that you're enjoying to do. Or you're just, trying to be courteous for someone. But when you overextend yourself to be someone, and eventually people just keep trampling all over it and never acknowledging it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a super achiever to say, I want to go to this level and this level and that level. But the whole thing is, a lot of people will put titles on you and they always want you to play every other position. A lot of people will put you in a position, but they never want to give you the title. You see what I'm saying? You feel where I'm coming from with this. So even if, now I just heard something on the radio the other day when I was driving last night. Oh, last night it was. And it says something about the friend zone, hashtag friend zone. Once you're in the friend zone, are you always in the friend zone? And I'm like, well, that's kind of a good, and I don't catch on to everything they're saying, but that right there caught my mind for a while. And I'm like, that's a good question. Are you always in the friend zone? I'm asking myself that. And I'm thinking, wow. A person will tell me, like one of my other friends, I can't reference too many names, but I'm saying, the whole thing is she's called the girlfriend. But yet, the same thing you were just saying. Are you called the girlfriend? But you're expected to be mother, may I, the housekeeper, the cook, and everything else. So what I say, why buy the cow when you can milk it for free? Now, sometimes that's not good when you buy the cow because they're still milking it just as much as they did when it was free, right? So the whole understanding of that is, if you want to have the title that you are in and play the position of that only and solely that role, you have to make it be known. Hey, look, I am your girlfriend. And with that, you can have some lunches in between. We can have a good old time. But when you expect to have a cake and eat it too, when you're not being all those things, sorry, we had a little glitch in the microphone there. When you're not being the things that you expect out of me, when we're playing house or whatever you might want to call it, that's when you get the full benefits of it. Because that's the whole thing a restaurant will do. Have a sample. You go to a gas station or a grocery store, they say have a sample of something. Try out this new item we have. Try it out, see if you like it, and buy some. Now, sometimes you get a little upset if you eat the whole tray, but ultimately they're like, okay, it's working. Now, they don't give you the whole sub, because if they did, you have the whole sub. Now, you might buy some later on, but the whole purpose is to have you going to buy your own sub. So they get a sub and they break it into 25 parts and give it to 25 people. So 25 or at least 15 of those 25 little samples of a sub or whatever, it might be crackers or whatever, can be sold and make even each more. So they spent $9 to make that sub to feed it to 25 people. And in return, 15 people, for example, bought that $9 sub. Now you can see the return on investment. But if you stretch yourself every single way, Tracy, or whoever's hearing this, you're stretching yourself every way to have every title in every position. Now, by the time you actually get to a title to where you can play your position, you already ran out from playing so many positions from titles you never had. Rewind that, slow-mo it, and play it. We are given a title to live life to its fullest. We're given a title to be kind to others and treat them how we would deserve to be treated. And I'm praying and hoping that's the best way possible, with courtesy, love, dignity, kindness, and so much more, respect. But at the same time, what is the title that you hold and what you have? Now, obviously, as a mother, you have to be a cook. You have to be a doctor. You have to be those things that you need for a child that you're nurturing and growing up. And at the same time, like my mom said, even when your child turns 50 years old, you're still looked at as your child, obviously. But if a person or a job, let's say a job or okay, well, can you be all these things? And it's great if it's low staffed. This can jump all over. I'm saying, like, if they're low staffed and they really need someone, are they hiring new people and giving them praise and a higher raise and less work to do? And they're just keeping you in that? Sometimes you have to level yourself up and get yourself to the power packs that are in you after you recharge and look at it and say, man, I'm really busting my chops here. But ultimately, what are you left with at the end of the day? If you do something and you feel worse doing it at the end of every time you get done doing it, you shouldn't be doing it to begin with. And you have to find at least something to transition to. So even if it's something you need right now, keep it until you find something and work it out a little bit better. Understand that the title that you hold, whether it be manager, supervisor, nurse, practitioner, chiropractic, whether it be an auto mechanic, whether it be a janitor, whether it be a pool cleaner, whether it be a personal chef, restaurant owner, whatever it might be, a masseuse, anything. Your title is exactly what you choose to be. You can only play the positions that the titles of what you know you hold. So if a person or an entity is not willing to give you the title of what it wants you to play the position for or positions for, you have to stand up for something or you'll fall for everything. You have to let them know, look, if you're not willing to treat me or give me what I'm deserving of in order to do these positions, because you know obviously I can do them if you're putting me in those positions, you dang well better give me the title. Because I'm worth every cent and every sweat, breath, and tear more than the title that you're even trying to give me. Let alone, I shouldn't even be telling you to give me the title. It should already be already be mine. You always hold the title, whether you're a queen or a king or just the bomb thing, you know? So just remember that. Don't let anyone depreciate your worth or your value whatsoever because of their cheapskateness, their attitude, or their unwillingness to move and shake around that. Because if they expect so much out of you, but yet they're not willing to give enough back, you already see exactly what you need to do from the get-go. We always give chances. We always give opportunities and time. But sometimes, well, all the time is of the essence. You don't have that. So if it's not changing, it's not shifting after you say something about it and you make it known, hey, look, you might not want to go by these guidelines. I'm not giving you an ultimatum, but I'm giving you to let you know I'm up on game on what's going on. I'm here. I'm understanding what's going on. And, you know, some people get scared. They're like, oh, I don't want to get fired. Oh, I don't want this to happen. But at the same time, you're already putting yourself in a position where, yeah, they still make you feel that you need them somehow, but obviously they need you more than you need them. Always have a backup plan. And remember, you always have a backup plan when you believe in the creator of all things, the universal power that made it be to begin with, because anything they gave you can be replicated times 1,000,000 more. Remember that. Faith, hope, and love within them. Even so, if you're playing these positions, even at your own will, and you don't hold the title, I gotta look at that myself sometimes too, because there's a lot of positions I play and I'm like, or I do, seemingly, because it's just my Aries thing. I don't know. My thing, period. I don't know. Universal thing. And I'm like, man, I'm doing all these things, even if my experimental workplace, you know, I still respect it to the utmost. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I'm doing all these things. I'm thrown into it, though. It's not that I really want to be those things. I'm thrown into being those positions, basic place in those positions, but I'm not with the title, you know, and I look at that. And then the other ones is where I'm holding the title, but I'm not playing my positions when it comes down to the own brands and companies that I'm doing. I'm kind of giving my energy cut forth in that, just sliced in half. So we have to look at what we're doing exactly as well for them to get that perception. The over amount of abundance, whether it be relationships, jobs, life, travel, whatever it might be, into that. And we have to assess where we are. Like I said, hashtag recharge, the recharge. Assess where we are. What have we shown for them to see or for us to see ourselves that way? And nip it in the bud. Wean it off if you have to. But let it be known that's what it comes back to. Because until that happens, you will always, in every position you can look at, you will always have a title and play many positions. but let it be the position that you choose to be a part of, not just that you're sucked into or thrown or made to do. You will always play many positions in life at any given time, but make sure from the positions that you're rolling with, you can still obtain and hold that title that is yours and it belongs to you. So just keep that. I know it was kind of a more of a rapider talk, but I get into those motions of the flow, and that's why you have a rewind, fast forward, and a play and stop. So don't you just love recordings? I'm just going to put that out there. So I just want you to, harness that. Thank you, Tracy. We appreciate that. Mark, all of us out here, we appreciate you, the RDDC families, and I hope that this gave you some kind of understanding into letting you say, hey, it's time for me to take some time for myself and just be the position that I see that you're putting me in, right? And the title that you're trying to hold me there too. That's all there is to it. And if so, make your own title and play your own positions in the movie of the story of life the way you want to do it, because it is your chapter, your book, your story, the way it was given for only you to do, each and every one of us. So feel exactly how you need to do and be exactly how you need to feel. So be the change, feel the passion, and embrace the power of the spirit. This is your host, Lex. Come check us out at Real Double Dose channel at yandex.com. Send a contact email, whatever you want to do. Let us know what's on your mind. And also check out our multiple links and many more avenues opening up. And also we will update those constantly at Real Double Dose channel at yandex or .blogspot.com. Okay. So let us know either way. You can get a hold of us. Shout out. Awesome. Hashtag Real Double Dose. Hashtag, okay, title versus position. Yes, let it be known. So stay wonderful, stay awesome, stay blessed, and always loved. And we'll be back with you very, 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 very soon.